Ranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
Let's go! Round one. Fight!
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Knockdown. We're still early in the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Lots of aggression from both sides. Puts one in the pocket. Uses the downtime to get above. Didn't they hear the announcer yell, "Fight"? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Decides to go with the target combo. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? And peppers them with the psycho blitz. Jumps in. Jumps. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sneaks in above. All right, who's gonna swing first? Drive reversal earns that paycheck. Jumps up. Knockdown and big throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two, drive rush to keep it going. Opens him up with the throw. Scrapping it out up close. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Spins the meter on the super art. Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around.
Good work.
Oh, here we go. Wide lead here, but if you're done. Player one plays with nothing but heart to get that win. I see you. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Charges in with authority. Takes the combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Burnout is triggered. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. Throws to get around their defense. Player one maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. It's there! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? It brings out the super. How's it going to work out for them? Can they stay on top of them? Going in? Player one has a slight life lead. Okay, creating some space here. Tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. What do they do? Drive rush to keep it going. Goes for the drive rush. A quick breather. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Looking winded, Burnout changes the game. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Play experiencing Burnout. Knockdown and... Are we going to see a comeback here? Connects with the throw. Shows the medium kick. Jumps! Barely block. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Player adds a little spike and closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jumps up. This is gonna hurt. Hits him with the 1, 2, 3. Player one with the lead. Cross-up attack. Oh, you never know what can happen here. What now? Uses the drop gauge. They're in range. We're gonna see him jump in. A dash. Put in the carry. On top. All that juice on the super art. Not shy one bit about it. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. Notice this kid leads to some big. Come on, you gotta tech that throw. Player one made all.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, it's a good day for a fight.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uses the downtime to get above. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Player one is just about out of drive after that. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. A comeback's gonna be tough now, and they do it. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Burns the drive gate. Just out of range for that throw. Gets the combo. Checks him with the boom. Drive rush to keep it going. Smart play with the throw. Jump! Which way you gonna block? What'll happen here? Shuts that down with a parry. Player one can't use any drive move. Springs forward with the drive rush. Sonic boom. They decide to take a breather to regroup. What are they doing? We're experiencing burnout. Not a lot happening, but I'm sure there's a point to this. Takes the... What? In anti-air? That throw's not gonna reach. Drive rush to keep it going. This throw is gonna leave him wide open. It just bets it all on the drive rush. Fights out from the corner, back to the center of the stage. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. So you're just gonna stand there. You know we paid to get in here, right? Forward rush. Someone closes it out. Player one puts a big win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Starts off zoning with the fireball. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out? I wonder what the plan is here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. This is a tough spot to try and throw. All right, what's up now? Solid anti-air there. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Combo with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? A brave forward jump there to start. Spins resources for the drive reversal. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is vital and they need to manage it properly. They break things off to take a quick breather. All right, what's coming next? The jump in is denied. Saw that coming. The throw whiffs. Busts off. Barely blocks the jump in. Parry springs forward with the drive rush. Gets a little space with the throw. What'll have drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will... Oh, what a rush! Burnout trigger. More fuel on the fire. Hook them up. Making sure they're done. Using the super to get the KO. Pops them like a cork on New Year's with that decisive finish. Who would have guessed how that match would have turned out?
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Two of the biggest lap monsters are about to get it on.
Showtime! Round 1. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Okay, both fighters have taken a step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Maybe they're gonna talk it out? The attack is parried. Okay, they trade hits. Secures the jump in. Right lead opens and the super activation. You can't forget the super for XKO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fireball from a very long range. What's next here? It's the punish counter, but what are they going to do with it? Knocks off a chunk with that combo. Okay, creating some space here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Clean parry. Saw that coming. Checks with the medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets clipped by the end. Raw super hard. That's not gonna hit. Not a lot of drive impact miss. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishing. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Player 2 didn't rely too much on driving that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife Maximum connects. Player 2 is in a clutch anti-air. That back throw was huge. Oh, here we go. Player 1 wall splat into the guard break. Machine gun uppercut. Player one is in dark times with burnout. Throws him. What are they gonna do? Dash. Sets up with the jump in. Now they connects with the throw. Adds a little spice with the overdrive. Full drive, the stage is set for a comeback. Forward brush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player two, is it it's over? Everybody and their mama heard about that fight. Let them know how you feel. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nani? Nice parry. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Finds the counter. What are they thinking here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to spin the meter to open up some more chances. Player one maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Holds out with the block. Back throw for the side switch. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the counter hit throw. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Goes with the wins some meter here, investing in the round. The super arc connects and it's going to be the kill. Untouchable, completely overwhelming. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Picks up some quick damage with that combo. Player 2 has been using their drive gauge liberally to try and set the pace of this round. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Burnout is triggered. Well aware of the life and meters. Really good call there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sonic Boom. Projectile to try to change the situation. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Okay, creating some space here. Things are slow going right now, but we drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps! Jumps up. Jumps in. Halfway through the round. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their grooves. Jump! There's a change of sides. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Good somersault kick. Bust up. Drive rush to keep it going. Sonic boom. Just under 20 seconds on the clock. Come on, it's either now or never. What do they get tagged by the fireball? Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Ranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Starts off zoning with the fireball. Parries the attack. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Knockdown. Player one chases him down. In a dire situation, blocking that KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Nice counter. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Brings forward with the drive rush. Full SA meters on to experiencing burnout. Generally picks a good spot to use the super. Goes for the level 3 super art to show them this is how we roll in this town. Player 2 has the deck stacked against him. May want to risk spinning the meter here. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Wide lead here, but it's still anyone's forward rush. The Gen Ride, just go for it. Goes for the, this is gonna hurt. Burns out. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my God, what denied? Give me some gifts for that chip. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. The grab misses. Goes for the drive rush there. Opts for the throw. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Down to the wire. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Absorbs the attack and fires back. And the super activation. You can't forget the super for extra damage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Fights back, KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player two needs to use that drive gate better if they want to take things back. Sure you can. Player two can work with this lead. Steals springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hits. Drilled with an overdrive Shoryu. Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Time to test the reactions with Impact Peekaboo? Player one can't let this sucker throw connect. What now? Critical art is a burnout, but they might have a plan. Dragon Lash Flame cooks them up good. Burn, you're done. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The final round. Who's gonna take Rosem? Gets a little space with the throw. Crowns him from above. Jump drops him. Scrapping it out up close. Fireball pressure. Trying to where it just bets it all on the drive rush. The throw connects. Okay, Hill drops him from the edge. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Dangerous range here. In with the cross-up. Links it. Can you believe it? Putting it all on the line. Did this seal their fate? Did it? Is this it? Are they dead? Oh, they're hella dead. What a way to close it out. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Zones with the fireball. Still very early in the round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Gets a buff in the meantime. Goes for the drive rush there. Low, heavy hits, mix up incoming. Big, low, reaching heavy. Grabs him. Taking stop. Will we see a drive impact? Hits him all the way to the corner with that. Forward throw, not letting him out of the corner. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge may be the turning point. Rips with that KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. Genius read. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Buys him open with the Shoryuken. Experiencing burnout. A real test of nerves here. The throw's no good. Still have drive impact here. Barely blocks the jump in. Player one can't use all critical art. Yo, what's gonna happen? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Oh! Sit down and shut up! Down and out.
Final round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Aims for the shin. Keeps them out. Player one won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Gets the counter hit. Player two has the super gauge advantage. They're in range, but sets up with the jump in. Hits the drive. Both sides getting ready. Somehow manages to block the jump, throws him. What that forward rush? Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. There's, oh my God, did they just choke it away? The jump in is the low. Getting up close and personal. Amazing. This is gonna go for it with the super. See, now that's how you finish a fight. This is the go big or you're going home. Everybody and their mama heard about that fight. Let them know how you feel.
Here comes a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
Shall we begin? This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? And gets a chance with the jump in. Denied up top. Shuts down the air approach. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Picture perfect punish counter. What a finish. Great life gauge awareness there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Instant jumping. Holds out with the block. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Smart play with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two will look to apply pressure here. The throw whiffs. Keeps them guessing with the yoga arch. Yoga flame. Uses the fireball to try to get a reaction. Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Time to test the reaction. Oh my God, down and out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Yoga fire. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Barely blocks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. That punish counter creates a chance for some juicy damage here. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Both fighters do Yoga Inferno. Woo, it's getting hot here. Okay, here we forward rush. Player two, can't you want a smart throw? Backed into the corner. What setups do they have? Still have drive impact here. The air-to-air is good. Side switch. Amazing. A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range here. Punish counter sets the table for big damage. Are we down and out? When we talk about being clutch, that was clutch. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. From up above, decides to go up there and drop him to earth. Player 1 needs to deal with his burnout. Taking stock. Player goes for the super art. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they have to keep at it. Knockdown, drive rush to keep it going. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. It's there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more play. Drive rush to keep it going. What'll happen here? Now can they finish the job? Still struggling for control of the neutral. Using the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. The low. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They've got the leader for a drop. Nice counter. That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Sets up with the jump in. And you're done. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Creates this, hits the drive. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Both fighters look for some smart play to stop the opponent there. What do they do? This can lead to some big damage. Throws him. Yo, what's next? Looking for the overhead this time. Goes for the block, reads the jump in perfectly. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Wow, what a defensive display to shut down the counter hard. The overhead denied. Don't shoot. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, you never know what can happen here. Sat on the meter until they got this super art. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 straight up outplayed him. What a way to bring him back down to earth.
Online ranked match.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
Y'all better have on your Sunday's best because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right, what's up now? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes the greedy option. Decides to meet them in the air. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fires off a tiger shot. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Nice tiger nova. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Ooh, full charge tiger uppercut. Drive impact could be the end of this. Medium kick. Big throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking for a chance. Starts with the high tiger shot. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Life lead here, but it's still in the KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Crunchy tiger knees. Dashes forward. Oh, the opponent thought they had something there, but they're about to get crushed. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. Fighters are at a standstill. Not sure what's going on. Buffs up. Adds a little spikes with the overdrive. You know we paid to get in here, right? Wrecks him. Still have drive impact here. Links it. That back throw was huge. So what's next? Huge chance after that wall splash. Turning it all the way up with the super. Oh, this super art could change the makeup of this match. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else crowns them from above? Player 2 can't use any dramatic picks this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Are you for real? Player 2 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could...
Here comes a new challenger.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Parries the attack, and we're still early in the round. Player one with the life lead. Starts off zoning with the fireballs. Will the drive rush here open things up for them? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Oh, burnout activates. One chance here may end this round. Holds out with the block. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. Drive impact to KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next? Nice parry! What patience to scout out the counterattack. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, burnout activates. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. But in with the cross-up. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Knocked him out of the air. Will we see a drive impact? Down and out. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
Another fight is coming your way.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Tries to bait him with the projectile. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right, what's up now? Charges in with authority. Lots of aggression from both sides. All right, let's see the damage here. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Checks them with the projectile. Taking stock. Big count. Drive rush to keep it going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All charged up, Kachosa! Anything could happen here. Dashes up. There's an overdrive arc. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Puts faith in the KO. Player one on the boards first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. Did well to get the bump in there. Goes for the drive rush there. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still very early in the round. Jumps up. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. risky up-close scrap. What patience to scout out the counterattack. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and... Bye takes to the skies. They got him. Springs forward with the drive rush. Picks a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super arc. They want to show they're not playing around. Are we going to see a comeback here? They're taking a step back to slow down the... Can they drive bring them back? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Keeps them out. You know we paid to get in there. Maxes out the gauge right there. Still alive? Still alive! Maxes it out.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uber tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Charge release Kachoku. Oh, what a rush! Throws him. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Drive rush. Both fighters need to get some meters. What are they going to do? Player one has got to work some... It just bets it all on the drive rush. Somehow manages to block the jumping. They're hurt big time. Close range projectile. That corner position could be dangerous. Oh, does them dirty. They're back into the corner. The throw connects. Both side finds the target. Just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter. Oh, down. Player one is flipping the script with that super turnaround. Hits the drive. Still have drive impact. Are you for real? Player one is gonna be watching replay.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
All right, you ready?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. This is a good range to test the opponent's reactions to fireballs. Fighters are at a standstill. They gotta be cooking up something. Gets a chance with the jumping. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player two needs to be cautious with drive gauge. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Both fighters are barely alive. Both fighters are weighing their... Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Player one in trouble with no drive. What patience to scout. Too little, too late for the jump in. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Grabs him. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shows the medium kick. Checks him with the projectile. Slap. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Drive rush to keep it going. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player one is holding on to that corner advantage. Opens him up with the throw. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and take care of it with a KO. Player one gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Secures the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. All right, let's see the damage here. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. All right, what's coming next? At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. Hits him. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Player two can work with this lead. somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. What patience to scout out the counterattack. Perfect input, not letting up. Knockdown and... Overdrive Hadouken. Gets solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, burnout! Was that on purpose? Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They gotta dig down deep here. Back into the corner. No! Critical right now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Close it out. What? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Doesn't miss a beat. Player two won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Connects with the throw. Player one needs to take advantage of his gauge disparity. The throw connects. Drive rush. Player one needs to slow down. The Pale Rider's calling. It's time to meet your maker.
Yo, you good?
Player one is mounting a solid anti-air. Still have drive impact. What a smart throw! Player one can't. Oh, what a rush! Grabs him. Oh, damn! Both of them back off. They make burners out. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Everyone knew that was a magical shot. Player one clinches.
Now, find a new rival.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Y'all ready? It's about to be a grind.
Beginning operation.
This will be round one.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Starts off zoning with the fireball. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. What are they thinking here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one chases him down. The attack is parried. Nice, perfect parry there. What's the next move? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. One combo can end this round right now. Experiencing burnout. Player adds some damage, and Player with the suit comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. All right, who's gonna swing first? The jump in is denied. Can't tech the throw. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. What a drive rush to keep it going. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Overdrive cannon spike. What'll happen here? Takes the high ground. Springs forward with the drive rush. This is the turning point. Drive is there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? This is gonna hurt. Dashes. This can lead to some big damage. Time to test the reactions with Impact Peekaboo? Oh, you never know what can happen. Holds in the corner. Player one adds full drop, sets up with the jump in. When you absolutely gotta put him down, use super to take the round. Did not miss the chance and takes the round. Gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Goes for the jump in. Nails the anti-air. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Solid anti-air there. Nice, perfect parry there. What's the next move? Both fighters at 50% health. Sticks the combo. Player one chases him down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Knockdown goes for the super art. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. What a slick combo to take that round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Takes the high ground. Surprises him with the drive rush. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart, aggressive play there. Player one, smart play to stop the opponent there. Takes a chance with a buff. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Fatal leg twister. Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. Risky up-close scrap steal the burnout trigger. What now? In attack range. Perfect read with the anti-air. Player one can't use any... This can lead to some big damage. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Close it out.
Ryu wins.
I dare you to find me a...
Another fight is coming your way.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
Time for us to dance.
This will be
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Decent return on that combo. Player two is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO! Player one draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Got their eye on the air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Elena making him look silly with these target combos. Will we see a drive impact? Goes for the jump in. Knockdown drive rush to keep it going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Checks with the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Medium kick hits. Are they spins the meter on the super art? Are they dead off the